Hello guys, this is Pranay Agmare and today we are going to do a machine learning project on how to predict the score of the student from the number of hours they study. Our main objective to find out the predict the score for a student who studies 9.25 hours per day. First of all, we'll import all the required packages for the projects: NumPy, Pandas, and Matplotlib. Matplotlib is used for visualization. We can next is reading and importing the data. We can find the data on this link. I used Pandas read CSV method to read the data. Next we'll see how our data sets look. So with students with pandas.head method, we can see we have two columns, hours and scores. The students who studies 2.5 hours per day, his score is 21. Next we'll print the shape of our data sets. We have 25 rows and 2 columns. Next we'll use describe method uh, to 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 see the descriptive statistics of data sets. There we can see that average study hours of the students is 5 and average score is 51, and other 25 percentile, 50 percentile, and 75% percentile of the study hours and the scores respectively. We will now plot a scatter plot and see how linear the relationship is between the study hours and the scores using a scatter plot. On the x-axis we have the study hours, on the y-axis we have the scores. uh, we'll label we have labeled the axis respectively, and as we can see the relationship is fairly linear. As the number of study hours increases, the scores increases as well. Next we'll use scikit-learn test train split to split our dataset into testing and training part. We'll use 80% of our data for training and the rest 20% for testings. This will provide us with a more accurate evaluation of out of sample accuracy, because the testing data set is not used for training. The next step is to split this data into training and testing set. We'll do this by using scikit-learn's built-in test train split method. I've imported the test train test split from model selection. This script splits the data 80% of data to training sets, and while 20% of data to the test set. The test size is the variable where we specify how much the proper proportion of the test set. We have split our data into training and testing set. The next step is to create a linear regression model and fit it using this existing data. So let's create an instance of linear regression, and I have assigned it to a variable named regr. Next we'll fit our data to our training set. uh, Linear regression model basically finds the best value for the intercept and the slope, which results in the line that best fits the data. So we'll print the slope and the intercept. sklearn can estimate the slope and intercept directly from our data. We can we so here we have calculated the slope and intercept. So basically that makes our equation of line as score is equal to 2.01 plus 9.91 times study hours. So here we have a plot. Here I have plotted the regression line on the data set. Next we'll calculate the coefficient of determination, that is r square, which tells us how how close the data fits to the model. The higher the r square, the better the model. So we have calculated these three metrics: residual sum of square, mean, abs mean absolute error, and the r square value. So the r square, we are getting r square value of 0.95, which is pretty good, and as it's closer to 1. Next will predict what is the score of the grade if he studies for 9.25 hours. So as we will use regression.predict, and for 9.25 hours, as we can see, the predicted score is 93.69. Thank you.